Kugusuku, Kugusuku Mandalay. Kugusuku, Mulabulu, Kugusuku.
lesson that we can do in our homes with stuff we have around the house. Find a couple plastic bottles around your house. We're gonna need nice warm X for this exercise, so we're just gonna tip our head side. I'm gonna tip my head way back, parallel to the ceiling. Sitting on the floor, standing up, it's your choice. Start to put this bottle on your head and see if you can take your hand away. When you first start doing this, I would highly recommend standing up. That way, if your bottle starts to tip, you can just make the adjustment. Let's just see if we can move our bodies while we balance our bottle. That takes, just like we did with our hand, concentrating on staying underneath the bottle and not making any sudden movements. Did you get it?
Fern Street Circus People's Army, are you ready to fight coronavirus?
Ready!
Ready.
Ready!
Ready. Sorry. Ready.
We're ready to fight coronavirus!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to San Diego's Fern Street Circus 30th Anniversary Fiesta fundraiser. I'm Steve Russell, president of the San Diego Housing Federation, a longtime San Diego community organizer, and a friend of the Fern Street Circus, and I'm happy to be your host today for this very special occasion. We hope to entertain you, inspire you, and motivate you to support a great positive force in San Diego's diverse communities, Fern Street Circus. So if you're an alum of Fern Street, a friend, or just discovering circus, welcome and thank you for joining us. As we've all been stuck at home this year, the Fern Street Circus has continued to support our community with socially distanced pop-up performances. And we've had to take our classes online, but continue to teach our after-school students. We hope to give you a taste today of what the circus does in our community. So let's start with a circus warm-up to get us in the mood and moving. Feel free to get up and join us in your living rooms.
Okay, everybody, let's warm up. Let's go!
1, 2, 3, 4. With the shoulder, we go here, take it, back, take it, back, take it, back. Nice. Take it, back. Just run a place. Okay, little bit faster. Fast. Relax. Side, side. You can touch the ground if you want. Here. Now, relax. Perfect. Slow. Fast. 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 Nice. Relax. So we go. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo!
Nice job, everybody. See you next time.
We're here to celebrate the 30th birthday of Fern Street Circus. And so we're encouraging you to bid on our auction items and on the opportunity drawing to win a new iPad or Amazon gift certificate. You can browse through the auction items shown on the right side of your screen while you watch our show. And all proceeds support the circus and can be tax deductible for the bid amount above the value of the item. So bid generously, please. Our first auction tent will close in just a few minutes, so please get your bids in. Now let's go see how Clown Otis is doing getting ready for his big show.
Hi, my name is Gary Otis Irving White. And where is Otis? Well, I have the tools here. Let's conjure him. Otis, Otis, come out wherever you are. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do it myself. Okay, we have the makeup right here, and the costume, and the shoes, everything. Okay, Well, I'm going to have to put the costume on first, and then I'll put the makeup on. Okay. So, close your eyes. I'm getting undressed to get into Otis. Okay, now that the costume is on, let's put the makeup on for Otis. Oh, what we have here, I have pencils for the black, lots of pencils, mascara, I gotta have mascara, some eyelash adhesive that I use for my stones, some white and some orange. A brush for the white colors, a brush for the other colors. Now, this is the makeup I'm using because we're in the time of COVID. I usually put a lot more makeup on, but like some of the ladies are saying, why put on any makeup, any lipstick, when you have a mask to cover it up? So, I guess it's time to start the makeup. Here we go. I'll tell you a little bit about Otis. Otis has been with me since 1975. Yes, that's 45 years. It makes him older than me. He was born at Circus World, an amusement park in Florida, and Otis grew up on Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus Red Unit. You know, after a few years, we ran away and joined the Navy. Then while in the Navy, in Chicago, I worked for Circus Vargas. This for a few publicity things. After retiring from the Navy, I joined Fern Street Circus in 1994. While with Fern Street, we snuck off a couple of times to work for Universal Circus. It's an African-American show out of Baltimore. You know, I've been a member of Fern Street Circus's family for 27 years. Okay, it's time to spin the plates. Oh, my hat, my hat. Umbrella. Plates. Where is that mini button? Okay, I'll go outside and spin the plates.
We'll come back to Otis's transformation here a little bit later. But let me ask, what is a circus performance without a ringmaster? And in addition to you ringmaster supporters out there today, I'd like to introduce today's honorary ringmaster, who moonlights by day as San Diego's mayor. I've known Todd Gloria for the more than 20 years that he's been in public service here in San Diego, and happy to say he's been an honorary ringmaster at our neighborhood tour performances in the past. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce to you our honorary ringmaster, Mayor Todd Gloria.
Hi, I'm Mayor Todd Gloria, and I'd like to congratulate the Fern Street Circus on turning 30. Since my days on the City Council, I've witnessed this organization make experiencing visual and performing arts accessible and memorable. I'm thrilled to serve as Fern Street Circus's honorary ringmaster this year. And while serving as honorary ringmaster is certainly a memorable experience, what is most memorable to me is Fern Street's unique ability to break down barriers and create community, to bring people together through the arts. Your work to transform neighborhoods through performance and teaching of the arts is a part of what makes San Diego great. Through the Fern Street Circus, families' lives have been changed for the better. And by incorporating youth into your performances, you've successfully created a space where professional artists can collaborate with young minds and their families in a neighborhood setting. And you help celebrate the diversity of our city by encouraging participants to incorporate their cultures and languages into memorable acts. It is a reminder of the power the circus can have to break down barriers and create community. I'm looking forward to the day when we can reconnect in person. In the meantime, I commend you for successfully taking a timeless amusement and using it to create social change. Congratulations on your first 30 years. I can't wait to see the Fern Street Circus celebrate many more.
Thank you, Todd, for those kind words and for the many years of your support for the Fern Street Circus. Fern Street Circus was founded in 1990. Our core artists come from around the world with a variety of circus and performance skills, and all of them live here in San Diego. Fern Street Circus is multi-generational, musical, and whimsical, and we perform year-round, culminating in our annual neighborhood tour, a series of free shows in city parks throughout the month of October. Fern Street builds our shows to feature world-class professional circus artists and is proud to support these great performers. Now, from Guinea, West Africa, we welcome back Idrissa Bangora and his daughter, Adama.
Adama is a student at Fern Street's after-school circus program. Her dad, Idrissa, is a master teaching artist as well as performer. So we'll see more of our student performers coming up. Now, our goal today is to raise $30,000 for our 30 years, and now we are only $5,000 away from our goal. So I want to remind you that we have a great auction going on, including a 3-day, 2-night stay at the Mount Laguna Lodge, donated by Clown Otis, Gary O. Irving White. That's a bargain at $200 right now. There's also wine, food, San Diego Fun Adventures, and art on auction. Co-founder Cindy Zimmerman has donated a painting for what became Fern Street's Neighborhood Tour 2020 poster, currently at $50. There's a backstage tour of the Spreckles Organ Pavilion in Balboa Park, and that priceless adventure is still up for grabs. You can even buy private Fern Street Circus performance. So please place your bids. Fern Street Circus has been teaching circus free of charge at city recreation centers since 1993 and in City Heights since 2015. We want to show you some of what our kids learn, both on Zoom and in the gym before the pandemic. And we'll introduce a student alum from the 1990s, a student alum from the 1990s, Paloma Gonzalez, who was an aerialist and is now a diplomat at the State Department. You can imagine that aerial tricks are probably necessary skills over there. But please, first let's meet City Heights parent, activist, and Fern Street Circus's board president, Marcela Mercado.
Welcome to our 30th birthday celebration. My name is Marcela Mercado. I am a resident here in City Heights. I grew up in City Heights in the 90s. After getting married, I decided to come back to my community and raise my 3 children. One afternoon in 2017, me and my children were walking in the community. We passed by the Mid-City Gym and we saw families walking in the gym. We decided to follow them and see what was happening, what was going on at the gym. Something really magical was happening inside the gym. It was a circus with children laughing, having a lot of fun. And I asked, how can I sign up my kids to this? And they told me they had a wait list. So we waited for 3 weeks to join the Fern Street Circus. We were really patient. And after joining the circus, my kids have tried juggling, unicycles, trampolines, stilts walking. They have tried a lot of stuff, and that had helped them grow on the circus skills and also grow in their person. Their self-esteem is up. They have strong leader skills. They have good communication. The circus has brought my family more together, and we are thankful that we are part of Fern Street Circus.
Fern Street Circus mimes are often found in their natural habitat, miming any number of things inside their homes, including, but not limited to, walls, chairs, pushing, pulling, ropes. Sometimes the mimes hang from the ceiling. Sometimes the mimes improvise a trapdoor in their floor. They even swim in their house like they're under the ocean. And sometimes they're floating, or flying, or swinging on jungle vines. The only thing they have to watch out for is don't touch that button that opens the airlock in the back of the spaceship. Touching that causes a great wind to come on and blow you, you're sucked out of the building. Hang on, mimes. Tune in next week when these mimes will be out doing a show somewhere near you.
At the start of 2020, the pandemic caught us all by surprise, so we had to make a determination. We knew that a lot of our students were going to be losing out on a lot of things they really enjoyed, but trying to do our program in person meant putting our families at risk. So instead, we chose to adapt so that we can continue to serve our students while still keeping them safe in the pandemic. With the Zoom platform, we were able to have our teachers in separate rooms teaching separate things, where prior to the pandemic, we had them all in the same space. We were limited on time because of our spatial limitations.
Gather, drop, gather, drop, gather, drop. Give yourselves a hand. Very good job.
Maybe Mita, think about having your hands a little bit more under your shoulders rather than, yeah, there. And then it'll give you a little bit more of a position where you can straighten your spine a little bit.
So we go 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes! Honey, do that again. Yes, Barbara. Do that again. 1, 2. Yes!
Nice, Padua. That particular run, I didn't see this, but I think consistently, maybe you can agree with me that your left hand, in 4-ball, is just a slight bit lower than your right hand.
We know that these relationships are so beneficial to our students. And for that reason, we want to be able to keep this going. We want to be able to keep the community going and the skill development going, because we know it's really been a lifesaver for a lot of our kids.
My name is Paloma Gonzalez, and I am a Foreign Service Officer with the U.S. Department of State. I started with the Fern Street Circus when I was 10 years old. And I remember I saw the aerial, the Spanish web, and fell in love right away.
Everybody has a talent, and I don't think I have found that talent until now.
These kids rehearsing in the gym right now.
The most important thing, John, was that I found a very stable home, and that gave me a really good grounding on who I was and what I wanted to be in this world. But I knew that I had value and I had worth. those skills of being able to see the world from an upside down vantage point, from a different perspective, I have carried everywhere I go. The heart of where I developed the showmanship, which is something that's very useful in diplomacy, being able to translate what happens in the U.S. and what our priorities are to a foreign audience, very similar type of translation and showmanship that you do when you're telling a story in Fern Street Circus.
In addition to the auction, there is an opportunity drawing to win a brand new iPad, an Amazon gift certificate, or Fern Street Circus t-shirt and mug. Get your tickets now by clicking on the blue price tag icon on the top right of your screen above the auction items list that you can see. All purchases help us reach our goal, and we're now only $5,000 away, so your bids can put us over the top. The circus was started on Fern Street, Golden Hill in 1990 by musician-director John Hyken and visual artist educator Cindy Zimmerman. Now John will welcome you to the circus, and we'll meet Mariah, a City Heights resident and student at our after-school program. Now, music has always been a central part of shows, and we'll hear our neighborhood tour band performing Coronavirus Chow Chow Chow, written by ringmaster Memo Mendez. It is timely because just yesterday morning, Fern Street Circus and Arts and Culture in San Diego lost a very dear friend and hero to the virus, Larry Baza. Larry was instrumental in helping Cindy and John get the circus off the ground at the very beginning. Among the many unspoken acts of kindness and charity that he's done, we mourn his loss and we honor his legacy of service to so many. So here now is Fern Street Circus Executive Director and Co-founder, John Hyken.
You know, I'm amazed that Fern Street's been around 30 years. It started really from a simple idea, to explore circus in all its simplicity, spirit, and joy, and to allow artists to work and create in my neighborhood. My first advisor, now my wife, Cindy, said, if you're going to have a circus, you need to have a parade. Well, those first 4 years, we marched from Brooklyn Elementary up past the Big Kitchen and down into Grape Street Park. The parades introduced Fern Street Circus to communities in Golden Hill and made an indelible mark on so many. Our first show happened in September 1991. Our set in the park was columns scavenged from the old Globe and cut-out characters by visual artist DeLoss McGraw. Del also painted on the performers' clothes, and these became their costumes. Accordionist Mark Denishowski and percussionist Eduardo Garcia were our first band. We had a huge crowd that first day. Seemed like 500 people jammed into every corner around our chalk ring. Well, by the next year, we had a new show with a new set created by Lynn Sussoltz and others, and circus veteran Ottavio Canestrelli brought his brothers Pietro II and Oreste into the show. I joined the band. Juggling workshops that we did in the park led to creation of a free after-school program at Golden Hill Recreation Center, welcoming and teaching young people, much like we do today in City Heights. Fern Street Circus has grown and changed over the years. Performers, stories, music, sets, costumes, puppets. What's consistent, though, is that we always mix students with working professional artists. We work with artists who want to pass on what they know to kids, especially those from families of limited means and mobility. So many of you out there share these memories. We want to make sure that our friends, past and present, will join with us in keeping this program alive and vibrant for years to come. Thank you all so much for being in this space and helping us celebrate 30 years of Fern Street Circus.
Before I came to the Fern Street Circus program, I was not very good at encouraging teams. When I did come to the circus program, I was more able to respect people. Like, they taught me through their own actions that respecting people is good, and they kind of respected me and made me feel welcome. They have really helped me in becoming a better person and growing to be a better person. They have also helped me to respect other people more and respect myself. They make you feel welcome when you first enter They make you feel like you belong there and that this is a place for you. They would make the people in their tiny groups feel like they're welcome, and at that, with the tiny groups kind of spread to other people, and the other people spread to other people. It makes it feel like a community, like a place where you belong and you feel safe in, and where the kids respect you. I think they're a really great program, and they have made pretty good impacts in my life, and they've taught me to be a better person.
Fern Street Circus has been able to support our community because of the support of many friends like you, foundations, government support for the arts, and leaders from throughout our community. Our next guest is one of those leaders, a dear friend for many years whom I've had the pleasure of working with for more than 25 years, and has known and supported the circus for a very long time. It's my pleasure to welcome Senate President Pro Tem Toni Atkins.
Hello, I'm State Senate President Pro Tempore Toni Atkins, and it is my honor to join you today virtually to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Fern Street Circus. P.T. Barnum once said, "The noblest of art is making others happy." What an art and a treasure San Diego has in this dynamic and visionary organization. It may be called Fern Street Circus, but you offer so much more than the traditional model of a circus. Instead of the 3 rings under a big top, this circus instead provides 3 overarching themes: education, empowerment, and social justice. The board members, leaders, and entertainers of Fern Street Circus have found a way to bring joy and teach our youth, including their parents, how to raise awareness through dance, acrobatics, music, and performing arts. I can personally attest to the countless smiles I've seen you bring to the community, including my own, from the years of events that you've attended and organized year after year. Your nonprofit has become a part of San Diego's arts and culture history, intertwined with our region's history and civic events. You've been there for so many major milestones and celebrations, and we've been partners together from my days as your city council member to the kickoff of my campaign for the 39th State Senate District. And despite the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, the show has gone on. Thanks to the efforts of Executive Director John Hyken and co-founder Cindy Zimmerman. I applaud you for continuing to be there to bring smiles to those in need at drive-through food distribution sites. What a great idea, and what a great contribution to our community at this challenging time. And I thank you for adapting to our new reality by offering online events that keep your magic alive for virtual audiences of all ages, all the while ensuring artists and technicians remain safely employed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for transcending barriers, languages, and abilities all these years. You are a homegrown treasure.
Thank you, Tony. And now let's see what Clown Otis has in store for us.
Okay, it's time to spin the plates. Time to spin the plates. It's time to spin the plates. Oh, this? Okay.
Well, you know what's next, right? Two up 3, right? You've been doing 1 up. Now it's just going to be a 2 up 360. Right? You're doing this trick right here, right? Which is called the W. And I think we should get going tennis now, which is like this. And then the red one is only just going on the outsides and over the whole of the other two. And just try and do like either 2, 3, or 4 catches, right? And stop. Stay on 4 for quite a few until you're like, okay, I can do this now without moving. And they're like, I have them solid and they're the same, similar throws each time. And then move to 5.
And with that, it's time to close our first auction tent. This is the last call to place your bid on auction tent number 1. Place final bids now, as we will close those items in 5 minutes. Thank you for your generous bids for this wonderful cause. You could also make donations to support the vital work we do while you're watching and buy opportunity tickets for the brand new iPad with AppleCare included. While you're bidding, we want to pay tribute to one of the first master artists who brought the circus traditions to Fern Street and impacted many students and artists and created the circus heart, Pop Canestrelli.
Pietro Pop Canestrelli was born around 1924 in a circus wagon. Pop came from a famous Italian circus family. Having the Canestrelli family brought a huge connection to traditional family circuses that we otherwise never could have had. And Pop is really the one who carried that on. He was an amazing man and a real gift to Fern Street Circus.
First memory of Pop would be probably warm-ups at the Golden Hill Rec Center. And at the end, he just came right up next to me and he goes, "You come outside and train with me." And for about 8 years, I trained cloud swing with him. The way he taught me to just be patient with myself and keep going one more time, even though he means 1,000 more times. I use that every day. All the things that Pops taught me enabled me to have a amazing career and see the world. It was the biggest gift anyone has ever given me.
I started learning the wire with Alona, Pop's daughter, but prior to that, much of the training was with Pop and my brothers. Pop's perfected the wire with me and really gave me the hardcore training, if you will, and that's where it really evolved into something that I was able to take around the world. We would have never been fortunate to have the training of Pietro Canestrelli if it wasn't for Fern Street Circus and the after-school program. Without Fern Street Circus and without what John Hyken has done and without what Cindy Zimmerman has done, and there are a number of others, but primarily those two, there would not be, this experience of Pops Canestrelli, at least in that realm. Fern Street Circus is an awesome after-school program that is so wonderful. And if somebody has the ability to contribute financially or however souls, it is one of the greatest investments you can make into your community. Pops Canestrelli, legendary individual who blessed Fern Street and vice versa. Fern Street really blessed him. That's what he wanted, is for the circus industry to live on. The guy understood that he couldn't take any of that with him to his resting place. He knew it's better left here on earth.
Take one.
Okay, now that that's all over, let's take the makeup off. Why do I like clowning? Well, it brings me joy for one thing. With Otis, I can make a connection with people that I really can't as me. Okay, what does it do for the community? Well, the kids are brought together, school-age kids, and they have a sense of camaraderie, achievement, they learn discipline, and a sense of pride, especially during the times when they perform. And during those performance times, the community comes together to watch them perform. And, when they're together, that's the tie that binds. I'm really extremely grateful to John and Cindy for founding this Fern Street Circus. I've been with it for 27 years, and I've seen it go from just corporate gigs to big shows in Balboa Park, where we have walls up and a large audience, to personal gigs. And the whole thing has been quite an adventure for me and Otis. And I'm me again, Gary Otis Irving White. Thank you.
Coming from the social circus in Chicago, me and John came really eager to San Diego to find a space that we can use through the week so the students can practice a little bit more and have the equipment ready for them.
Yeah, I mean, we only get the gym usually once or maybe twice a week. So for these kids, when they were able to be in a gym at Circus Steam's gym in Chicago, they were just amazed and transfixed. And we both came back excited as can be to try to, let's go get a place. We talked to a few people. The rents are very high around here and we had really no budget for it. And we couldn't find a donated space.
We have been invited to energize this space, using it for 1.5 years. It's called the Centerline Lot. Using as an outdoor space for the circus, it's going to be a great opportunity for the circus to grow more and having their own space.
And, Marcel, I mean, what's great about it, too, is that first of all, it's free, and we get to define the space for our uses. And we can also then emulate the kind of success that we've had online with the Zoom classes, which is small group classes. We'll continue to use the gym for new students to come in, but we're going to be able to do a whole lot there, and it's within our means.
Another vision we have for the future is to have a circus community art center here in City Heights to service more students, more kids, more families for community art projects, community classes, theaters, arts, and just for community needs.
San Diego architects Rob Quigley and Kathleen Hallahan have long supported the circus. Their daughter was in Fern Street's after-school program in the early 90s, and Kathleen is co-chair of today's event. Rob and his colleague Dan Sullivan got really excited about our dream for Fern Street's having its own dedicated circus and community arts center in City Heights. So together, they came up with a vision for what it could look like. Here now is a video fly-through so everyone else can see what Fern Street's dream could be when realized. San Diego architects Rob Quigley and Kathleen Hallahan have long supported the circus. Their daughter was in Fern Street's after-school program in the early 90s.
One of the objectives of our after-school program is to give our students the tools they need to be successful long after they leave our program. We are incredibly proud of our student Angelica Nava, who started with our program in 2014 and is now a freshman in college.
Well, the thing that keeps me coming back is the teachers. The coaches are always there to lend a hand and help you in any way that they can. And it's really like a big family in my point of view. I feel like everybody's there to like lift you up and build you up to become a better person. Not just like in the circus, but outside of the circus.
I've been with Fern Street Circus since 2014. And I'm now a freshman in college at San Diego State, and I'm majoring in criminal justice. One thing that I've learned while being part of Fern Street Circus is how to talk more. I used to be very, very timid, but I feel like because of circus, my speaking skills have improved a bit.
Hi, I'm Jerry Buckley. I'm a member of the Fern Street Circus Advisory Circle. And as hundreds of kids worked hard over the years to learn the skills and perform with the circus, they met the challenges that they set for themselves. And just like the kids over the past 30 years, we have a challenge today. Our challenge is to raise $30,000, and we're really off to a very good start. However, if you've not had a chance yet to make your personal gift, I really want to invite you to do so at the end of this afternoon's program. We really want to make sure that the next generation of children, regardless of their origins or their financial situations, have a chance to set new challenges and find great direction in their lives by being a part of the Fern Street Circus. Thanks very much, and thanks very much for your support of this wonderful organization.
Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate Fern Street Circus's 30th birthday. We've experienced our past, our present, and a view to our future, and we cherish the talent and effort of all the artists and students who have made our performances so joyful throughout the years. Your support makes this all possible, and we'd like to invite you to help us reach our goal of raising $30,000 to start our second 30 years of service to our community. The Granada Fund is challenging us to raise a $5,000 match to get to our goal, so anything you contribute today gets us closer. We're only $5,000 from that goal. On our event site, you will see an opportunity to fund an artist at the $200 level, or a student at $100, or you can make a donation at any level that you're able. Just click the price tag looking icon at the top right above the auction items to make a donation. Finally, our opportunity drawing will close tomorrow at 9 p.m., and we will notify the winner of the iPad and other gifts, so you still have time to enter to win. We'll also close our first auction tent today at 5 p.m. since people are still bidding. So check and raise your bids to win. That Mount Laguna Lodge is now at $290. And there's a food, wine, and fun available as well. An oceanographer-led tide pool tour is only $190, and the Spreckles Oregon tour is at $175. Our final tents and the chance to have your own private circus performance will close on Monday night at 9 p.m., so you still have time to watch your bids on those items as well. There are so many people to thank for this celebration, including our friends, new and old, that are in attendance today, and all of our performers. On behalf of Fern Street Circus, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the Granada Fund, the City Heights Community Development Corporation, LISC San Diego, Comerica Securities. We'd also like to thank Dia and Osborne Hurston and U.S. Bank, Eric Bernhard and Sue Lowry, Sean and Julia Crawford, Abby Sand, and Kate Willis. Special thanks also go to Leslie LeBrun, Helen Contreras, Thea Quigley, Judy and Rich Blum, Jonathan Parker and Mary Ernest, Bonnie Poppy, and Marcella Mercado and family. And of course, we couldn't have done this without our technical team led by Erica Sabin, the director of today's show. We want to thank our party committee led by Kathleen Hallahan. And of course, Fern Street Circus wouldn't exist without our founders, John Hyken and Cindy Zimmerman, my dear friends. So thank you one and all for making this celebration so wonderful. Now go win yourself some auction items before it's too late, while we thank our supporters for a job well done.
Kukusuku, Kukusuku, Mandalay. Kukusuku, Mulabulu, Kukusuku. Kukusuku, Mandalay. Kukusuku.